All right, now we're doing 7Q square every digit. This is by Mysterious Magenta, and 90% of the people like it. In this kata, we are asked to square every digit of a number and concatenate them. For example, if we want to run 9119 through the function 8111, and 81 will come out because of this reason. The function accepts an integer and returns an integer. All right, so let's set this up in concise syntax. Const this equals that, a little bit of arrow, and we're ready to go. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to turn this number into a string. All right, and we're going to use the string constructor, which is used to create a new string object when called instead as a function, which is what we're going to do. It performs type conversion to a primitive string, which is usually more useful and is very useful in this case. So we're going to say string num. All right, why did we turn it to a string? You know why? Because we're going to split it up. And we're going to use the split method that takes a pattern and divides a string into an ordered list of substrings by searching for a pattern, putting the substrings into an array, and returning the array. All right. Basically, we're just going to split it by the spaces in between the characters, so every character gets its own element. So we're going to say dot split spaces in between the characters like thus. Now we're going to use the map method. And if you're unaware of what the map method is, you need a refresher. The map method creates a new array populated with the results of calling a provided function on every element in the calling array. So like here, we've got 1, 4, 9, 16. We're going to multiply each one of those by 2, and it's going to be 2, 8, 18, and 32, just like that. All right, and so for this one, where are we? Right here. We're going to say E for element. Let me show you the syntax. I almost forgot. We're going to use this arrow function syntax, which is we're going to have map, element, and arrow here in the expression right after that. So we're going to say E for element, arrow right here. And what did we want to do? We wanted to square every digit. So right now it's a string. So we're going to need to turn that string back into a number, just for this part though. So we're going to go over here to the unary plus operator, which when it precedes its operand and evaluates, the unary plus operator precedes its operand and evaluates it to its operand, but attempts to convert it to a number if it isn't already. And that's what it's going to do, convert it to a number. So we're going to say plus, we're going to wrap this thing up in parentheses, and then we're going to square it. All right, now we've got an array full of squares of each digit. Now we've got to join them all together, so we're going to say dot join. All right, and join is the exact opposite pretty much of a split, where it creates and returns a new string by concatenating all of the elements in an array separated by commas or a specified separated string. And we're going to separate it by the spaces in between the characters so they're right up against each other, just like this. And now we've got all that going on. Now we just need this to be a number one more time. Boom, just like that. Let's test it out. There we go. Attempt it. Just like that. Submit it. All right. Very much like this one. This one pretty much did the same thing. Instead of doing the string constructor, they used the empty string plus num. We did this, but we did it in arrow function style instead of function style. We did this too, and we did this. Yes, that's what we did. All right, and so let's go to best practice. Mine. Best practice here. Very much liked it already, and we'll see you next time.